This is the Projekt Gemineye Update, your source for all things Projekt Gemineye. Brought to you by Riffical Records. And here's your host, Mark Anthony K. Greetings, folks, and welcome to episode 164 of the Projekt Gemineye Update. And I'm back again. It's been a little while, but now I'm in a good place now. I'm in a good mood, and let me tell you why. For the last, I had to clear this up with you guys because I'm sure you guys are wondering what the hell was going on the last couple of months. Well, let me clarify what's been going on. So, around December of last year, got a letter saying that the house that I live in, that the land lease for it was coming to term, and it had to be paid. It was no longer in a situation where we were paying it monthly, or I was paying it monthly anymore, and it had to be cleared in a one-time payment. Now, of course, I'm not like, not Alex Lifeson or, these guys who have millions of dollars. So when they presented a letter with a 5-figure number that had to be paid, I was sort of taken aback, to say the least. It took a lot of wheeling and dealing. I would say wheeling and dealing. It took a lot of, conversations with family and a lot of selling of some of my record collection. But I'm happy to say that in the end, it has been resolved. The matter has been paid. It's done. This house that you see before me is completely and totally mine now, in stone. So it makes somebody think differently and, approach things differently now that that burden is off the back. So I do apologize for all the non-communication in between there, but I have to tell you, it wasn't good. At one time, my stomach ulcer, which I got years back, re-flared up. I was so stressed out from all this shit that I didn't know what to do at one point. So, and, I didn't want to go to the supporters and say, listen, I'm going to start one of those, what are those things called again? Jesus, see, I can't even remember. It's like those help me out kind of things. Those you know what I'm talking about. Those things where the GoFundMe. That's it. I didn't want to do anything like that. I didn't want to ask you guys for stuff like that. This is my situation, my problem. I had to take care of it myself. But now that it's all done, we can focus on important things now. Well, other important things like the release of the vinyl version of In the Year 3073 Book 3. Now, this is not the actual video for that. Just to let you guys know that tomorrow, being Monday, right now it's Sunday, April 17th, and happy Easter, by the way, to everybody out there. I am just waiting back from one person in the UK to let me know the shipping rates over there. I already have everything figured out for over on this side of the ocean, but I need to just figure out the cost, because ever since since COVID, of course, but also since this war started, the cost of things have been fluctuating up and down and all over the place, and I just need to know where I'm going to be sitting as far as cost for that, because I'm going to say this again to you guys. When the pre-order starts, please do yourself a favor and order the album then, because when the pre-order is done and I've shipped out the records to those people who helped me distribute it, any further orders will be coming through me. And of course you can order, no problem. Lots of people have done it. But keep in mind that instead of getting, let's say, the $5 shipping that you're going to get for the pre-order for the US orders, because once I send the bulk of the records to him, for him to ship out records within the United States is $5. So that's what you guys are going to get. So, but if I send it, it's going to be probably like $13 Canadian, which is not going to be still bad in US funds, but it's going to be more. So why not take advantage? So just to let you know, I'm waiting on that. Tomorrow being the 18th of April, I'm pretty sure I'll get all the information by then. and I will make the video for it. It'll either go up on Monday, like promised, or at the very latest Tuesday. So we will be starting the pre-order this coming week. So I'm so glad. I was so looking forward to do it, and then all this other shit happened, and it just put a complete damper on things for me. But I'm excited again. I'm so excited I might even put an extra I think I'm going to put an extra poster in for you guys. I already had one picked out for the vinyl, but I think I'm going to put an extra poster in because I'm not happy. Okay? So that's that. But I also wanted to do one other thing in this video because I noticed it's been 3 months since I did any sort of a vinyl update. Now, you guys might not be interested in that, so if you're not interested in seeing my latest vinyl acquirements, then you can just stop the video here and check tomorrow or Tuesday for the vinyl pre-order. Now, if you're still here, then let's go through some of the things I got during the last 3 months. These first two things I got from my friend Patrick, the vinyl archivist. I do a live stream with him I do it mainly on Sundays and Tuesdays, and I sometimes do it on Fridays, but Fridays are becoming very busy for me, so I don't get to do them too often on Fridays. But he's a great guy. He has some amazing records, and he gifted me a couple of these records as VCLT, as they call it. And the first one I'm going to show you is Robin Trauer. This is Twice Removed from yesterday. I believe this is the debut record, I think. This is a UK pressing. I believe it's a UK first pressing, according to Discogs, on the Green Chrysalis label. Great record. Absolutely fantastic. I'm going to say something a little controversial, but this to me is everything that Jimi Hendrix was doing, but better, in my opinion. I love this guy's Univibe sound. When he uses the Univibe, it's just unbelievable. Great soloist. Amazing guitar player. Thank you very much, Patrick, for this. And another record that he sent to me, because he probably realized that when he played one of the songs from this album on the live stream, I really dug it. And I think he had an extra copy of it. And this is Mahogany Rush, Strange Universe. And this is, obviously it's a little worn, but I don't give a shit about covers. You don't play the cover, you play the record. And this is a really great record. It's still in excellent shape, all things considered. This is not a new record by any stretch of the imagination. This has been out for years and years. But Patrick always keeps his records in pristine condition. And this one is no different. This is on the 20th Century label. There you go. And it sounds really, really good. This is, again, sort of, straight ahead rock stuff. The kind of stuff that I'm kind of into right now, to be honest with you. Yes, I'm a prog guy, of course, but of late I've been getting into sort of the rock end of stuff. Okay, now another little bit of VCLT that I got from my friend Havard Lund, who lives in Norway, I believe it is. Yeah, I believe it's Norway. Or Denmark. Norway or Denmark. I always get them confused. But he sent me two things that I'm very grateful for. He knows I'm a big Bowie fan. He walked into the record store and saw these and got them for me. This is David Bowie Day In, Day Out, the 7-inch single. And this is the German pressing of it. This is on the EMI label. With Julie on the other side. I slapped it on the old turntable when I got it. And wow, I mean, nobody, most people don't like this record. Never let me down, but it's got to be said, the single sounds fantastic. It plays really well on my turntable. It sounds incredibly well, so I'm very happy for that. And he also sent me something that's a rather odd record. This is from the UK. This is a 10-inch single, 10-inch record called Don't Be Fooled by the Name, and this is songs that were from David Bowie's very early period. Ironically, a lot of these songs, I think, even turned up on the new release Toy that just came out. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, see, I Dig Everything is on that. Can't Help Thinking About Me is on Toy. And I think one or two of these other ones, Do Anything You Say, I think might be on there as well. This is a UK pressing of it. I don't think technically this is an official release by any stretch. It's one of those kind of records, but still, I'm very happy to have it. It doesn't sound bad. I mean, it's not like pristine audiophile quality record or nothing, but these kind of records never are. but it sounds good. I mean, it's not like, a cement mixer or anything like that. So it sounds good. I'm very thankful for Havard for getting this for me. Thank you very much, my friend. I really do appreciate it. And next up are some things that I picked up myself in the wild or in the stores or maybe even on Discogs, believe it or not. And one of them is another David Bowie thing. This is low. This is the 45th anniversary orange vinyl limited edition. As you can see where my hand is there, it's that Bowie 75 series that's happening right now. It's truthful to the original sort of copy of it with the song titles on the back like that. And as mentioned, it is on the orange vinyl. Here it is. And if you look at the dead wax in this, which I did, this is the exact same pressings. They use the same stampers as the 2015 reissues. Like the one that's in the box set, the New Career and the New Town box set, this is the same pressing, except on orange vinyl. Next, in my quest to get as much Rick Wakeman stuff on vinyl as possible, I found this little beauty on Discogs for extremely cheap. I think it was $3. The shipping was way more. It was like, because it was in the UK, so it was like $10 shipping. But this is the Glory Boys. This is the 12-inch single. It just comes in one of these sleeves. It's Glory Boys backed with Silent Nights. On the other side, it's a simple, sleeve inside. Of course, on these fantastic paper sleeves that I love so much. But it's just a straight up 33 RPM 12-inch single on the President label. That I believe is the Silent Night side. And this is the Glory Boys side. I don't believe there's anything of any real interest on here as far as dead wax information. But I did put it on. I did listen to it, and it sounds really cool. And again, for my Rick Wakeman, it's a welcome addition for my collection. Now, there's a couple of other things that I got that are kind of neat. This is a compilation album. I've been in a compilation mood again. As you remember back a bit, I was collecting a whole shitload of David Bowie compilations, but this is not David Bowie. This is a compilation called Zapped. And this is Frank Zappa label, which was, I believe, Bizarre, put out a compilation record of all the artists that were on his label at the time. Now I'll take this out of the plastic jacket. So there you go. There's the cover. And here is the back, and the back shows all the artists that are on this album. Now I'll just read it off to you. You know what? I can do this too. If you want to pause, I'll see if I can do it nice. Now if you can pause it, you can take a look at it all you want. You have like Captain Beefheart, you have Alice Cooper doing the Titanic Overture at the beginning. You have Judy Henske and Jerry Yester. You also have Tim Buckley. You have Wildman Fisher, which is, I don't know why he bothered signing that guy. He's just the oddest thing you've ever heard. Then you have some more Alice Cooper on here with Reflected. You have Jeff Simmons, who was his bass player, Jeff Simmons was the bass player in Frank Zappa's band. He put out his solo record called Lucille Has Messed My Mind Up. And that song is on here. There's also Captain Beefheart and his Magic Band doing Old Fart at Play. The Mothers of Invention doing Valerie. The GTOs doing Do Me In Once and I'll Be Sad, Do Me In Twice and I'll Know Better. And then you also have Frank Zappa doing Willie the Pimp on here as well. So it's quite a mixed bag. It's funny considering that it's his label. He only put 2 songs of his on here and put a lot of the other artists on here as well. So that's a sign of a good record guy, in my opinion. If I put out a comp ever of Vertical Record stuff, and if I ever have more than just myself and Joe on there, I would probably do the same thing. The vinyl is in absolutely fantastic condition. It looks like it's been played maybe once. I'm guessing maybe just the person who owned this before me maybe put on the Wildman Fisher side and heard it and just said, to hell with this, and took it off. But there's a lot of interesting songs on here to hear. And I actually like it. To me, this is more of a historical piece, I find. There's one more in this collection that I'm going to show you that I look at the same way. That's kind of, I got it more for historical purposes than actual like musical entertainment. But you know, the songs on here are cool, a lot of them, and a lot of them are just not my bag, but it's interesting to hear what Zappa was going after at that time. So again, that's Zapped, and I believe this is a US release version of this, I believe. You know what? So I don't look like an idiot. Let me confer to my notes, because I do actually have my Discogs collection list here open. On. Sorry, let me just get back to my list here. Yeah, here we go. And Zapped here is, let's see, I have my phone right here. It is, yes, a 1970 US pressing of the record. Now, I'll skip this one and say this for last, because I'll continue on with the comp thing. This is one that I was so surprised I found for very, very cheap on Discogs. Considering that Kiss people, if they own this, the Kiss collectors, they always seem to jack up the price of this because they have one song on here from Kiss on here. And of course, the reason for that is because this is called Hard Goods. This is a compilation of Warner Brothers acts and their songs. Now you're saying Warner Brothers? Well, aren't they on Casablanca? Yes. But Kiss, before they went to Casablanca, well, while they were on Casablanca, they were also signed to Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers was distributing Casablanca Records, and they put them on this compilation. So this is actually, according to all the information I have, it is the first known recording and release on vinyl of a Kiss song. And that song is Strutter. I don't know if you'll be able to see that good. Yeah, to see side 3, first song is Strutter. That's the inside. It shows you everything that's in there. Plus it gives it a little bit of a write-up on there for all you Kiss heads in here. I'll see what they put in here. Yeah, Neil Bogart, who has produced more hits than Hershey has candy bars, was casting about recently for an act that would break in his new Casablanca label with appropriate flash. He certainly found it in Kiss. There you go. So they picked Strutter as part of this. The other songs that are on here are Graham Central Station. I better look at it this way. This is so dark I can't even read it. Yeah, there's 2 songs by Graham Central Station. You have Montrose doing Good Rockin' Tonight, Doobie Brothers, Ted Nugent and the Amboy Dukes, Foghat, Frank Zappa doing Cosmic Debris, Todd Rundgren with Heavy Metal Kids, Bob Seger, UMC, Deep Purple with A200, Van Morrison, Kiss, Steely Eye Span, Seals and Croft, Greg Allman, Neil Young with Graham Nash, the Beach Boys. Like this is actually an interesting collection of artists on here. It's 2 record set, so that's also another good thing. I'll just show you one of them because they look exactly the same on here. They are on the Warner Brothers Palm Tree label there. And I was really glad to get this, because not only as a Kiss collector to have this, because this is one of those records that Kiss collectors seem to say that you need to have if you're a real Kiss collector. You have to have this because it represents the first moment in history where they're on vinyl. So I'm glad I got it. But there's a lot of other great songs on here, and it's a good sounding pressing, believe it or not. It is a US pressing, of course, and it sounds fantastic. Let me just make sure. Yeah, it is a 1974 US pressing on Lost Leaders, which is a series that releases these sorts of compilations. Now, last but not least is a record that I didn't even really plan on getting this record, but man, am I ever glad that I got it. And why did they show me Rick Wakeman here? I didn't push that. Okay, give me 1 second here. There you go. I didn't plan on buying this, but I'm glad I did get it. This is Aerosmith, The Road Starts Here. This is a big hoopla when it came out, I believe, on Record Store Day on cassette. This is like the very first sort of recordings that they ever did. It says here, originally recorded in 1971 in Boston, Massachusetts. All recordings are previously unreleased. It's on kind of this cardboard thing, almost like those off the soundboard sort of records, it feels like. There's early pictures of the guys in the band. There's the songs on here. Some of them you'll recognize from the first record, like Moving Out and Dream On and Mama Kin. Major Barbara, the Reeferhead Woman and Walking the Dog are very cool. And you'd be surprised, this is recorded straight to 2-track, I think 1/2-inch or 1-inch tape, but it sounds great. I mean, I think Chris Bellman cut the lacquers for this. They did a great job. It sounds really good for something that's just recorded straight to 2-track. They kind of gave you the sort of, like the tape box feel again with it. There's the information for it, and the vinyl looks like this. Looks like a tape, which is kind of cool. This, when I got it and brought it home, it has a little slight warp to it, but I didn't want to be a dickhead and go back and bring it back and it doesn't work, because they only had one copy of it there, and it's either probably give it back to them and wait 9 weeks to get into their copy, or just take it and because it wasn't even that bad of a warp, to be honest with you. So yeah, I was happy with it. There's the hype sticker on the front there. Dream until your dream come true. Yeah, it's all unreleased stuff, like it says here. Yeah, so it's their first known recordings, all previously unreleased. So there you go. I'm very glad I got this. It sounds incredible. I wonder if they're going to do more kind of things like this from this series for their future releases. I hope they do, because I enjoyed that very, very much. So that's it for me. Again, keep your eyes open tomorrow or Tuesday. We will start the pre-order then. Looking forward to it. And I'll talk to you guys then. Have a good night and happy Easter.